Long ago, on the fields of battle, in the year
2022,
two men met to decide once and for all what the most metal things in the universe are. But there can be only one. What's more metal? With Dan Weber Nariko Ott and Randall.
Has your dick gotten bigger?
Oh, that's a
Since
great
you lost all that
question.
weight.
You noticing any dick difference?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just wondering if that was
Are you
true
feeling-
or not. You're the only person who's lost enough weight for it to really fucking matter.
Yeah.
That I know.
Looked it up, and there's this whole myth that you gain an inch for every 30 pounds you lose. That is very false.
Yeah, let me tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I got way down there at one point.
You were mostly dick, and it wasn't much.
I was only 30 pounds.
And most of that was penis.
Yeah, 5.5 inches.
It should have been 6.
That last goddamn 30 pounds.
I got. You could see my heartbeat in my fucking femur. Fucking nothing. Yeah. So that's a myth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a quarter inch every 30-ish pounds.
Yeah. That's the myth.
That's the truth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get that much back. Maybe by the end of this, it'll be a bit more substantial.
But then it gets skinnier, and so it's like it's kind of a give and take.
I don't think you know how weight.
I don't know how it works
at all.
I assume the dick also plumps up, like a hot dog in the microwave.
That's where the fat goes.
Yeah.
You burn it off your stomach, it goes into your dick.
And then it splits down the middle like a ballpark crank.
Yeah.
It's really tragic. That's one of the reasons why they warn people about losing weight.
Well, that's how stretch marks show up on dicks.
No.
Yeah.
They're like, look, if you're gonna lose weight, you got to do it slow, or your dick will split. Everybody knows that. What are you talking about?
It's like boiling a Hoffy. Because they're known for their girth.
So that's what it's like. That rocks.
I am a little. What the fuck is a Hoffy?
Do you remember Hoffies? It was Ballpark's biggest competitor in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, so that's why.
And they had the only reason I know
HOFFE?
HOFFY.
Oh.
And the only reason I know that is because there was a commercial that came out, and I'd love to find it and show it to you guys, of a dude at a grill, and it's 45 seconds of him talking about how Hoffies are girthy.
These will really stretch your stomach out.
And he said, the way
Boy,
he
it'll
says
get you satisfied.
that's exactly how he's saying it. It's like, Hoffies are known for girth.
Oh, no.
It's so
Oh, no.
You can't even get it down your throat, you pussy.
Just some skinny lady. I could barely get my mouth around it. You're
here it is.
Wink. Oh, yeah, good.
When I pull something off the grill, I want it big, I want it plump, I want it girthy. In fact, girthy is one of my favorite words. I like the way it rolls off my tongue.
Oh.
Girthy. Now this Grill Master dog right here, that's what I call girthy. Girthy.
Wow.
What the?
Girthy is good. Ballpark Grill Master Franks. Be big, be meaty, be frank.
What the fuck?
That is fucking crazy.
That was real.
When I pull something off.
Jesus Christ.
Girthy.
I thought it was for Hoffy, but
Girthy.
no, it's for Ballpark. And first time I saw that, I think I was 15, and just could
Cry
not
laugh.
stop laughing.
That is right up there with the Planters Bust a Nut campaign.
Yes.
That I think about once every 3 weeks since it happened. Bust a nut. And you're like, that's... Nope. No.
Oh no.
No.
I do vaguely recall that campaign.
Bust a nut. It's in my eye. Planners. So fucking crazy. Yeah, put a cone around your neck and fill it up till you can't breathe. Bust a nut. Planners. So fucking what? Planners. It's so
fucked up.
I've always said too, it's like somebody was like, yeah, something my son's been saying around the house that I think is great. Bust a nut. I haven't looked it up. I haven't asked to follow up, but it's something the kids are saying, and I want it.
I want in.
Why are we laughing and not writing this down? My name's Jonathan Planter. God damn it, and I want this shit made. Just bust a nut. It's fantastic. All right. Hey, everybody.
Sure.
What does this start it off?
Yeah.
Welcome to What's More Metal, the only podcast where two badass clawhammer dentists pick the most metal shit in the universe, one topic at a time. With me, as always, is the school of piranhas to my beef bikini.
Nice. Chew right off.
Comedian Dan Weber.
There are
that
easier
piranha
ways to get
reference?
naked. I'll tell you that.
That's just about the fish. I'm comedian Nariko Ott. Right over that way, that laugh you're hearing is the third liver on this ultimate party machine. Super producer Randy.
Does that mean I'm part of Bert Kreischer?
Yes.
Ugh.
No, he was just the machine. This is just a general party machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
More of a robot.
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
take that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like just a. You never heard of like somebody just being a party machine?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm just saying.
He was just the one that got famous.
Yeah, but he's just the machine.
Yeah.
It's Russian.
Yep.
Great. DJ BJ, Wizard of Wax, Audio Lothario, Ringtone Rambo.
That's a new one.
I think it's really old, maybe. But yeah. And then he who lives beneath the water. Super producer Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Dan, how was your week? How were the 2 weeks since Cinco de Mayo?
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. It was good. This last Thursday, I did a show for recording for
cool.
Sirius XM at Helium
Oh hell yeah, dude.
in the downstairs room, so they will not be able to use them because it's echoey as fuck, and
Yeah.
there was no more soundproofing put up, so
Ugh.
it was 100%. But here's the thing. So
Yeah.
the only reason I bring it up,
Yeah.
all right, there were 18 people in the audience.
No.
15 of them were my sister and the people she brought.
No
Oh my
shit.
God.
So, and I was like, okay, this is fine, whatever. Vasquez, bless his heart, mentions it within the first minute of the show.
Mm.
Then other people talk about it as they go up. And I was supposed to go up fourth, and he's like, hey, Dan, I'm going to put you second to last because we want the crowd to stay. And I'm like, they wouldn't leave. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So I got to switch places with someone.
Mm-hmm.
But people kept talking about it and being kind of shitty about it. Like,
Ugh.
and so I was like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, I was as shocked as anyone that 15 people fucking came.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, I'm glad they came. You know, my sister likes me, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't understand it, but that's fine, you know. But it's just weird. I've never had that happen before where the entire crowd is just for me.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And so it actually felt a little awkward
Yeah, I bet.
because I was like, man, I have to do well. I mean, I for sure better do well now. Like,
Right.
and I'm like, what jokes have these people heard?
Mm.
Because I was trying to plan for something where like keep it kind of clean, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
And so I was like, okay, because I don't have a shitload of stuff that I can do that was just like completely clean.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I don't talk about fucking a lot.
You weren't
but-
even clean in describing your stuff.
Exactly. I've been cursing like this since I was 7. You want
No.
me to fucking quit? Like, of course not.
No, I mean, that's coming from me.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
exactly
you,
in the same boat.
You use fuck like people use
Yes.
That
And
has-
I also use a lot of ums.
It's true. I've seen it.
But
You
yeah,
should bleep those. We'll talk
yeah.
about it later.
So that was just a very weird experience. I mean, it was cool that they
Yeah.
came and stuff, and because if they hadn't, it would have been a nightmarish show.
Mhm.
And they liked everybody. Everybody did well.
Yeah.
We
We should use an AI program to turn my ums into like you know when they do a dub in anime, and so it just turned into those anime dubs of someone going huh what's the big idea huh like I'll just throw a bunch of those in.
Huh? What else?
Yeah, it would sound exactly like that, which is they'd be just like, oh, this guy's just
It'd just be like, huh? Fuck.
yeah.
Huh? Fuck.
It would make sense that they're like, well, of course Nariko's dubbed.
The anime boy.
Yeah, dude. I I just did it immediately. No, but the fact that the soundproofing and that I know that
Yeah.
they, they're just waiting on funding and stuff to get it done and stuff. But like, yeah, once
They
that
do
room
it for
gets it, it's
so
gonna
cheap.
be. You should.
I have.
You have. Okay. I'm like, you should offer your services. You do a great bang up job at soundproofing things, and
Yeah.
you could catch a check for it.
It would cost them like $200.
Yeah, but then plus $500.
Oh, I know.
labor.
I'm
just
saying.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that'd be.
Once they get it done, it'll be a nice room.
It'll be.
Yeah.
That's the only thing wrong with that space, honestly, is
Yeah.
that it's very echoey. Yeah, I was telling that it's just hard to hear when you're backstage and stuff. If you're hosting, like you can't really be present in the room and stuff. Anyway, but I love that space. I think it's such a huge. I think it's gonna be really great boon for the city.
Yeah.
Stand up wise, but yeah, good times. That's fucking cool. I went to Lincoln City for comedian Kate Murphy's birthday. And did a bunch of mushrooms and fucked around in tide pools. It was tight.
Oh yeah.
It was super sick. And that's awesome. I haven't done mushrooms in a second, even though I have a freezer full of them. But I was just like, plus it was just like, I think once they're in chocolate form, it's a little less daunting to fuck with, you know? So, and I was just like, oh, cool. And then I've decided I like this as my go-to mushroom maneuver. Is so always the part that gets me freaking out when I'm like or having a bad time is the ascent too high,
Yeah, because it feels so gross.
and you don't know how far up you're about to go,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean. Like so, it's just the very worrying. Oh shit, I'm stoned. Oh fuck, it's still going. Like it's
Yeah.
like it's an upsetting, feels out of control. So I just started like slowly nibbling it every 20 minutes or so, and it's this gentle climb into however far up you want to go.
Yeah.
You're
and
more or
it's-
less microdosing.
It's great. Yeah, I'd like to think it's like I'm putting stages in this rocket booster, like I'm just like I'm easing into it, and it makes it so much better. And so yeah, and also what really helps being high is having an activity that you're like. So we were just looking for shiny rocks on the beach, and here's the downside to doing it on mushrooms: everything looks a lot more colorful
Yeah.
in the moment. Then you get it back to the apartment, and you're like, oh, this. I got a lot of granite in my pocket, and I think some of these are seagull shit. I'm not 100%.
Yeah.
You're like, that's a plastic pull tab. That's okay, great. That's a halibut eye. Okay, well, some of it could have been rocks. But yeah, so anyway, that was really cool. That made it like really interesting too, because you were just like busy doing something, and it was like, but a fun thing that happened. We decided there's a bunch of thrift stores and like antique shops and stuff on that main drag. And it's cool to do that in a small town because they've got weird shit and everything's very picked over in a city, right? On the coast, not so much. So we were in this one antique thrift shop place. We're digging around. We're in like, and it became this thing, and it was like, it felt weird because you're high, things just have a little more meaning or whatever. But everything I picked up was horrifying. immediately. Like I just be like, "What's this? Oh my god!" But the like I found a comic book that was just called The Nam, and it's just about Vietnam. And I'm like, well, no, it certainly just couldn't be about Viet. I flip it open. First thing, just a guy like slapping around a prostitute. I'm like, okay, that's in comic book form. Who is this for? A 13-year-old boy just being like,
13-year-old boy or Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, a young Quentin Cow Quarantino. Jesus Christ. Yeah, pull a more beer on this from me. That was the first thing. But we were upstairs and we're like, dude, I'm walking by this. There's a thing of cassettes. The first one I see, I'm like, I put my is a Al Jolson cassette, the jazz singer, the famous blackface minstrel. And you're like, well, what's on the cover? Yeah, a picture of him in blackface. It's like the first, and that means. It's driving me crazy. So it's an Al Jolson cassette.
Sure.
That means somebody had it in their possession, and then they probably died. And then this person that worked there was like, well, that'll sell. And like, so they bought it. The other thing is that it's a cassette. And Al Jolson was like in the 30s or whatever. So this is like, somebody was like, they were like, oh, we need a digital remaster of this. We got to push this. They took it off of wax cylinder or whatever. And then they were like, we need to put this into... Guys in the 80s need to experience the wonderful sounds of
Al Jolson.
Unmitigated, horrible racism. Anyway, and it was in pretty good shape, actually. No, it was just it was a cassette that somebody loved, apparently. Or I don't know. But it was one of those things where you're like, what the fuck? Why is this here? Turn over to the records. There's a record, first one, it's on display. It's like an 11-year-old girl sitting in like a stool, and her name is something like Anna Zigorowski or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
But then it has the little like, now featuring the song "Mama, He's Making Eyes at Me," and I was like, no, no. I was just, it was just everything I laid eyes on was just like, no,
a horrifying nightmare.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah,
Well, you know. Small towns, man.
I guess
small. The Oregon coast is a weird place,
dude. I was like, none of this is acceptable. How is it all under one roof?
Was the thrift shop called like Sundown?
It was called Clans Collectibles.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Karen's Clan Collectibles.
There it is. Yep.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. I just only the. It was the Al Jolson tape was definitely like
that's next level.
It was crazy, fully insane.
Yeah,
but yeah. So anyway, so that was some delightful racism and horrifying.
Were you high when you found those?
Yes.
Man, I would have not been able to stop laughing.
Same.
100%.
No, I literally had to keep holding it up to Steven Wilbur and be like, "This is real, right? I'm holding what I think I'm holding." I like with the like whatever Anna Zigorowski album. I was like, I go, "What? No." And I was pointing at the "Mama, He's Making Eyes at Me." Like, I was like, "No." And the worst, then of course Steven, he just kept walking by me and reading parts of her Wikipedia page, which got worse and worse the more you dug. Just, it's like, oh, it says here she had untreatable depression for decades and anorexia. And you're like, no. Oh, I wonder why.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it was so dark. But
that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it was. Oh, and then actually on the delightful side, though, I did find a refrigerator magnet that just said sloth and chunk, and it had a heart on it. So I bought that. But I also found a stack of Zima brand temporary tattoos. And you bet your ass we bought those. We're like, hell yeah. So we all got Zima tattoos, which was pretty fucking sick. So yeah, I don't know. The Oregon coast, a delightful place of mystery and wonder.
Super fucking weird.
It was so fucking. It was real fun. It was a good time. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we got an ad.
Oh shit!
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, we got an ad. You know what? And I think that the word has gotten out that about my love of art and art supplies.
Sure.
Okay.
Because we got the following ad. This week's episode of What's More Metal is brought to you by Dr. Huffington's Metallic Spray Paint. Dr. Huffington's special blended formula promises to give you very little pigment and more of the stuff you crave. Voted the #1 spray paint by Silver Lips Magazine and Hobo's Quarterly, Dr. Huffington's is the spray paint that'll literally blow your mind. And remember, every can of Dr. Huffington's comes with our patented in-label connoisseur bag. That's right. The Dr. H label peels right off, opens up into a small paper bag for all your spray paint needs. Dr. Huffington's metallic spray paint. Shh. It's our little secret. Well, thank you, Dr. Huffington's.
Nice.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, fucking pretty sweet. So, yeah.
I when I was a kid, some kids at the Catholic school, all the people,
Already checks out.
all the people that were like the altar boys and whatnot, they would all huff. They have gold spray paint that they'd sprayed when they needed to freshen up the stuff that looks like it's made of gold but isn't.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
And they had a couple. They would find like socks, just blow that wondrous gold paint in that sock.
This
And-
is the breath of Christ.
Yeah, they were getting fucking wasted.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I had a buddy that, like, I remember like, we ran out of beers at a party at this apartment, and he was just like, he was like, oh, he found some spray paint and just started huffing. And we're like, you're just not done partying, huh? Like, but yeah. Shout out to my buddy Will. He's great. But yeah, still friends with that guy actually, which is kind of great. But yeah, so yeah, everyone should do the spray paint thing. Do the spray. Anyway, gang, this week's episode of What's More Metal, for no apparent reason, we're doing Most Metal National Park. And it has nothing to do with the Trump administration and their funding and
how
they were about to lose all these.
Yeah.
So, unless these are all going to be ExxonMobil presents Yellowstone or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do Most Metal National Park. It's pretty awesome. I think there's like 63.
Yeah.
I think is the number national parks.
Yep.
And they're fucking awesome. Actually, in doing the research for this, I realized how much I really want to go visit a bunch of these. Actually,
Yeah. There's a few of them.
there's a few that are fucking sick as fuck, and I would love to go
63.
see. Yep, there we go.
And there's a few of them where I'm like, oh, that I've been meaning to go.
Yeah.
And I should go to that one.
Yeah, I've only been to a handful, I think, but I would love to go or revisit or see a couple new ones. So so we're gonna be doing a Most Metal National Park. And remember, gang, when we say most metal, we mean most deadly, sexy, badass, or whatever's killed the most Nazis.
Yep.
So, dude, if there's a story about Nazis accidentally marching into like the wrong, like into the Grand Canyon or something,
Yeah.
like that would be
Yes.
Just
fucking
off the edge.
yeah, just straight in. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, should be the punishment. That would be fucking sick. But anyway, to decide who gets to go first in Most Metal, gets to go first in Most Metal National Park. We're gonna do the most metal thing possible. Roll 20-sided die, and I got a 16. Look at that.
I see.
13.
Yeah, I won one.
That's what happens when you actually roll the die.
All right, that's enough. Old dice police. Randall Lawrence.
So
over here.
runner up first.
We're doing runner-up first. The runner-up Most Metal National Park. I'm going to choose... they're all so good. I know what my number one is for sure, but I'm going to go with... I'm going to go with Crater Lake as my runner-up.
Yeah.
It's a home one. We got it's our national park here in Oregon.
Yeah.
It's a collapsed volcano. It is the deepest lake in the United States, the 11th deepest in the world, just like your mom. No, it's fucking badass. It's a fucking, it's a crater full. Like there's a little bit of a peak in the middle where it's erupted since then, and they call it Wizard's Island, which is tough as fuck.
That's awesome.
Already metal. No, I found this out. No rivers flow in or out of the lake, and the rate of evaporation is compensated by the average rainfall in Oregon. So they estimate that the water is completely replaced in the lake every 150 years.
Wow.
So that's fucking sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of snow up there too
Sure.
in the
Yeah.
winter, so it'd probably runoff.
Yeah. But there's no but I
Yeah.
think that's sick that the water is completely replaced 100%.
Does it get cold enough up there for the lake to freeze over?
I don't
Probably not anymore.
Yeah.
I don't think so because it's so fucking deep.
Yeah.
I think what happens, I know people who have swam in it, and they were like, it feels like it's on the verge of like it never gets warm.
Okay.
In the summer, like it's so fucking deep, it holds
All
how
that
cold
time,
it
okay.
is.
Just looked it up. Crater Lake has frozen over a few times in history, though it's not a common occurrence. The last time it froze over completely was 1949.
Wow.
It was also frozen over, but not completely, in 1924 and 1983, which I think is when the Scorpions released "Love Drive." If that
For
helps.
reference.
If that helps anybody.
If that helps anybody place it.
But yeah, so that is that. Yeah, it doesn't freeze over very often. I don't know, pretty fucking cool. So yeah, I just loved it. It's a really cool place. It's a place I really want to go back and visit actually soon because I just what's funny is so I'm going to LA in a couple of weeks to go visit some friends. My friend Kristen lives out there in LA, and I messaged them. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna come visit, like this weekend or that weekend," and she's like, "Oh, I'm in Oregon going to Crater Lake." Like she's on a mission to see, I think, go to every single national park.
That's cool.
Yeah, so or at least the ones in the lower 48. So which is rad. She's a big checklist and do it person, which is fucking rad.
Yeah.
So like over the pandemic, they had this like where they would just watch every movie in a series or whatever. So they just watched all the X-Men movies in a row
Hell
and
yeah.
like all the Bond movies in a row and shit. So it's fun. Anyway, so now they're doing it with, but so it's just kind of a funny thing where it's like, oh, I'm okay. Well, I guess we're just switching spots for for a weekend or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah. So anyway, that's my backup. I'm going Crater Lake. I think it's fucking sick. It's a volcano that's now a lake, and yeah. And
Crater
it's-
Lake is good. It's
Yeah.
a good one. I'm planning on going there sometime this summer.
Oh, sick.
I haven't been there in a long time, so I'd like to check it out again.
I heard they're after this summer they're going to be closing down maybe like the rides out to Wizard Island. I think they're not going to be letting people
yeah,
do that maybe.
I don't even know if I'm not even sure if we're gonna do that. I just want to go see it again.
I want to just jump into that fucking
Fuck you, do
little
not.
volcano.
It is 100% cold as shit.
Yeah.
And I think they're not allowing people to swim in it right now because some assholes were wearing sunscreen and dived into the lake, and it's just like there's nowhere for it to go. Like you said, there's no stream.
Yeah.
So that shit just
Yeah.
is
Sits
there
Yeah.
till it dissipates.
Yeah.
And it takes a long time.
Just a bunch of copper tone fucking
Yeah. Trying to get that
in the lake.
bronzer.
Yes.
Just throw in there with a bronzer.
But yeah, so that's my backup. Crater Lake. Dan.
Mine is fuck. I didn't write down where the hell this is. Stupid asshole.
I might know it.
It's like Joshua Tree National Park.
No, it's called Katmai.
Oh, I don't know.
It's the place where there's those waterfalls and bears are there snatching salmon out of the sky as they're jumping up the falls.
Is that Alaska then, I guess?
I think it's somewhere it might be Alaska, it might be Montana.
Mm.
But yeah, Katmai is where that happens.
Oh, okay.
And it's that's so fucking cool to watch and see, and the waterfall is fucking beautiful anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's cool as shit.
They're just fucking
Is it in Alaska?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just watch bears. Is it Kodiaks? Or no, Kodiaks are in Kodiak Island.
It would
it's a
be
very
it would be
specific
it would
area,
be
so
grizzly bears.
grizzlies.
They
That
look
fuck-
like grizzlies.
yeah, that rocks. Just watch them catching fucking fish in their mouth.
Just snatching it out of the sky
I
while they're
think
trying
it's Katmai.
Katmai.
Yeah.
Sure, I probably mispronounced it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've never been there. But
Yeah.
I would like to go.
Yeah. No, that makes fucking. I mean, any place you can go check out bears is fucking sick as fuck. Honestly, like,
Yeah. Got to be a ways away. Like I'm not.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
here's my. I think there should be a bear tour, right? Like say to Kodiak Island,
Yeah.
but you're just in like a big bulletproof hamster ball,
Yeah.
and you can just roll right up to the bears. You know, have them sniff your ball.
And every once in a while they bat you, and you get a free ride.
Yeah.
It's like an amusement park ride.
Yeah. Like the mauling is kind of like the fun part.
Yeah, yeah. You want to try to get mauled.
I've been trying every day.
You know what's
My whole
funny is that would be hilarious if you made a sketch out of it, because it would just be because everyone would immediately be an asshole if you couldn't be hurt by this horrible animal.
Yeah.
This vicious animal, like immediately everyone would be a fucking dick and a half. Ooh, and you just hope somebody gets in that ball.
Yeah.
One of those fucking bears, because then it would just paint red on the inside.
Yeah.
and you just see it like swirling around and just screaming and echoing.
And then this bear just rolls out,
Yeah,
just covered in viscera and blood.
And it just yawns.
And it
Yeah.
yawns and licks its paws.
it's all sleepy.
Yeah. Oh, man, that was a meal.
That would be
was
cool.
a
Yeah,
meal and a
it's,
half.
it's sticking its paws in like some kind of like horror movie Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Just scooping out and licking. That would rule. Yeah. Yep. Nobody steal that sweet idea. That rocks. I think that's a great. That's a great one, man. Okay. My number one choice for most metal national park. I'm gonna go Yellowstone National Park
Okay.
in Wyoming. It's a geological hotspot full of geysers and huge cliffs. It's like a beautiful area. But and also one time in 2016, a young man named Colin Scott from Portland, Oregon, shout out, slipped and fell into boiling sulfuric acid and was completely dissolved while his sister filmed it, apparently, and released the tapes. No, but so like any place where there's like you can go visit a boiling acid pond, fucking
Great.
rules.
Sold.
Also, the entire area is a super caldera, which
Yes, it
could
is.
destroy the entire United States and plunge the Earth into at least a decade of darkness if it erupts.
It goes off. Yeah.
The last time it erupted was like something like 2 million years ago, but when it erupted, it continuously erupted for like 200,000 years and released like something like 60 cubic miles of lava was the flow.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
So hope not until I'm dead.
And this is a bonus. The Koch brother lives in Wyoming, so he'd go first.
We wouldn't be far behind.
Yeah, but him first.
Yeah,
That's
right?
true.
I could, so when we see that huge, ashen cloud coming our way, I'd be like, yeah, but
At least a little bit of that is a Koch brother.
a Koch brother. Yeah, some of that's cremains of a handful of shit-ass billionaires. So yeah, I like the idea that it's a I think there has been a number I didn't look it up exactly. I had the numbers for another one, but there's I think over 100 deaths there in the not total, but like something like that. But anyway,
It's
so
got
a fair amount.
It's the site of one of the funniest scenes in Faces of Death.
Mhm.
There's the scene where this guy tries to feed a ham sandwich to a grizzly bear.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
And then the
And
bear
then
just tears his arm off and is running into the woods. And his arm is like flopping around while his wife screams.
Your sandwich.
Yeah.
So since between 2007
Uh-huh.
and 2023,
Yeah.
74 deaths recorded.
Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty
I mean,
good numbers.
That's
honestly-
less than 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not too bad. And
Dude,
a
that's
couple
less
of
than
those.
4 a year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and a couple of those are people who they've only found their shoes.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Also, a lot of people falling off things is like a big one. But yeah, man, boiling. Oh, there's also video, and you can look it up, where there was like a at the big geyser there that you can walk past, and it goes off every like
Old
Faithful. It actually like went crazy, like a bunch of water got onto the lava or whatever, and this massive explosion. You watch all these people run for their lives, like when this steam cloud comes out. It's fucking sick.
I feel like that was kind of recent.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
recent.
yeah.
It's good. So yeah, so it's just a big deadly patch.
Right.
So it's fucking rad. So anyway, I'm going Yellowstone because it can. It is deadly. Its potential to be deadly is fucking even greater, and you can watch someone boil and dissolve at the same time.
Which is great.
Nice.
Yeah,
Super fun.
yeah.
So my choice, it was a hard to pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean there's 63.
Well, yeah, but I went with the Grand Canyon
Nice.
Okay.
because I've been there. So
Yep.
I went and saw it.
Yeah.
I've been there as well.
And it's so big that it looks fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
for sure.
Like
Yeah.
when you're looking at it, your brain just can't comprehend like what you're seeing.
Mhm.
So it's just like this just can't honestly be real.
It's insane.
It's insane. It's so fucking big. And the other thing that struck me, because we went and we were looking around in the visitor center or whatever. There were so many people just clambering out
Yeah.
on like the sheer rock face
Uh-huh.
and the 500-foot drop
It's a mile down.
a mile down, like a long fucking way down.
Yeah.
And they were just chilling out there. And I was like, man, there's how many I didn't look to see how many people have died there, but it can't be nobody.
I did because this was on my list.
Oh, really?
Grand Canyon, according to one website I found, is number 1 in tourist deaths.
Holy shit.
With 136 since 2007.
It's 185.
Oh, there we go.
185?
According to this thing. I like that they only started counting tourist deaths since 2007.
Yeah, that's
They're
very
like,
funny.
well, we better start counting these.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is they're usually heat related, which is like I find odd because it's a mile deep hole full of poisonous snakes.
Yeah. I mean, it's got a river you can float down, but you shouldn't.
I have a buddy that fucking leads tours down that. But anyway,
You do?
huh?
I do too.
Oh, that's sick.
Mhm.
They probably know each other. But I was gonna say, when I went there, it's a long drive from Phoenix or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like 4 hours or something. We drove up there and we also were taking our time. But anyway, we got up there and I sat down on like a little rock wall and like there's only like a little ledge blocking you from
Yeah.
like a sheer drop.
Yeah.
And I sat down and I almost immediately fell backwards. Like I literally had to grab like the edge because I was like, bleh. It was like almost the first thing that happened was like we got out of the car, I sat down and fell like a mile down to the ground.
How long has it been since you guys have been?
I was 27 or 8 or
Okay.
something.
My first time there was like 2 years ago.
Oh shit.
They have made significant changes to how it looks and operates.
Oh really? Is there a big fence up now?
There are big rails. Like there are very specific places you can go now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, I almost fell and it was kind of cool.
Yeah. I was
There was literally like a ledge. It was like knee height. It was the perfect height to trip and fall to your death.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there in 2016.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was at the the High Plains Comedy?
Yeah. Probably.
No.
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 You were. That would be.
There's the one in Sedona, Arizona. No, not
It's
Sedona, Flagstaff.
Yeah. It's
I can't remember where. I can't remember what it was called.
Big
but-
Pine.
Big Pine. So
Big
we
Pine.
drove up. I drove up to Grand Canyon from there. And
Yeah.
it's like
Shout out
an hour.
Genevieve Rice. I think runs that comedy festival.
Yeah.
Or used to. Yeah. It's fucking awesome. I was gonna say also they huge ravens flying all around that area.
yeah.
Like and until you see a raven, like you're always like, oh, is that a crow or a raven? It's hard to you see a raven, you're like, holy
That's a
shit.
fucking raven.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
they're
like,
huge.
that's you're like
It's much bigger than a crow.
yeah. You're like, that's a German shepherd with a fucking knife on its face.
Dude, we saw them in
Huge.
we saw them in Alaska.
Yeah.
They were at the wildlife refuge. There's just some ravens chilling. And yeah, dude, it was like
Yeah.
fucking
They're massive, and
they're massive.
for a bird. They're massive, and then their caw is absolutely blood curdling. It's
Yeah.
just like. And you're like, no, like you're just immediately arms go up. It's ravens are fucking no goddamn joke. The Grand Canyon's a sick choice, man.
I almost chose, and I thought about talking about Death Valley
Sure.
only because, like, did you need to make it a park?
Thank you.
Like, no one
Yes.
is going to develop that area or do anything with it. Like, it is the most inhospitable place in the United States.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Like if you go there and you get out of your car, they're like, you need to have water with you at all times.
Yeah.
It's like 145, 150 degrees outside.
Mhm.
Those people that do that, it's like a extreme sport where you try to see how little water you walk like 2 miles
Mm.
and you try to take just enough water, and so many people die because they just go a little too low.
I think the heat's killing the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, fuck
Yeah, they
Fuck
at
that.
least 3 of them have died within like 100 yards of their car.
Jesus Christ.
They just ran out of water and bloop.
So stupid. Death Valley. If you spit on the ground, you've doubled the rainfall
Yeah.
in that area. There's no reason for that to be a national park at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
I'm sure there's people out like, it's whatever.
It's beautiful or whatever.
There's actually a species of dust that is hard to find anywhere. Oh, fuck off. No, that place is that should all be solar panels.
Yeah.
Like fuck that place. I don't
Could
give a
power
shit.
all of Las Vegas.
Sorry, as a some person that grew up in Arizona, I hate the desert. I hate it so much. It
Yeah.
should all be like, I don't know. Any and all. And Arizona compared to Death Valley is a fucking tropical rainforest for
Yeah.
the amount of like fuck that. But yeah. But they should all be solar panels. Yeah, that's definitely that's I was like that's a great like backup. I was gonna another one I thought of like that I was almost a choice of mine was Mammoth Cave.
Oh, sure.
'Cause it's cool.
It's in Kentucky. I think I want to go really bad. I was like reading about it. It's the world's longest cave system, 400 miles of explored caves that they know about
God
so far.
damn.
Yeah. Which is fucking metal as fuck.
And there's so much more that they haven't found.
Yeah, exactly.
They haven't explored. Man, what was the movie? There's a movie about monsters that live in the cave.
Oh, was it The
The
Descent?
Descent? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That is terrifying to
Yeah.
me. Because you're like, what are you going to do? Like,
The only thing more terrifying than there being monsters in that cave is just when you see those dudes squeezing through tight crevices to get to. I'm like, no,
Mhm.
absolutely
no,
not.
and never,
Never, ever.
no.
Never, never, never.
It would be cool to do like how like you could do the Pacific Crest Trail. It'd be cool to do like that, but in the cave system of like
Oh, yeah.
Mammoth Cave. To do a subterranean.
Yeah, I mean, God damn. That, I don't know.
It sure beats doing 2 miles with no water in the desert.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, for sure. If you give me the choice.
You know what it is? I just hate the sun, I think. Is
Same.
I'm like, where am I safe?
I couldn't do the Pacific Crest Trail because of the too much sun.
Yeah.
I would just be like, this is fucking,
I think I'd just be bored.
I don't know, man, like walking around. It looks amazing.
Sure.
But no, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
It starts too
you're
far
alone.
south.
Because also, like, if you think about it, like a lot of that, there's people with you kind of, but they're probably, 100 yards ahead, 100 yards behind, whatever. So you get to spend like 3 months with your own thoughts.
Mm-hmm. I
What a
I
nightmare.
wouldn't survive.
What a fucking nightmare.
Hell no.
I don't need that.
Do you know how many fucking podcasts I'd need to survive a situation like that? There's no fucking way. Shout out to us for keeping so many people alive.
Yeah.
Really, we're doing
We're doing the Lord's work.
Surely. Anyway, gang, that's been our choices for most metal national park. I chose Yellowstone. Dan chose the Grand Canyon. Let us know if we missed any, and that's going to bring us to the Ride the Lightning round. Gang, this is the part of the show where producer Randy goes online, looks up some of your suggestions that you've sent in for topics, and you can send in those topics to at whatsmoremetalpod@gmail.com. Is it podcast?
Podcast.
At the What's More Metal Podcast gmail.com, or find us What's More Metal on Instagram, or just hit at Nariko Ott on Instagram as well. Like, send me your shit. But anyway, and we're just gonna go out of the holster, no research, just from the dome. Randy, do we got anything?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. We got some shit.
Well, hopefully.
No, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Kevin, always a pleasure to get emails from you because you give me like 35 fucking topics.
Dude,
to
I
choose from.
thank you so fucking much.
Yeah, thank you.
You're trying harder than Dan and I.
I mean, that's not really a joke.
I think this would be a good one. I think you guys have fun with this.
Okay.
Let's do most metal arcade game.
Oh, fuck.
Arcade game.
And let's go with like upright console arcade games, not like Brainstorm or whatever.
Sure. I mean, and we can't take Polybius or whatever, the fake haunted machine.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Okay, great. Here we go.
I wasn't even thinking about
Or
that.
Last Starfighter from the movie Last Starfighter. These are real arcade
It has to be
games.
real arcade games. I am going to go with...
Let's see, most metal arcade.
I'm going to go with Gauntlet.
Sick. Great choice.
Because that was the first one of those type of games that came out.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Golden Axe came later, and there was a bunch of others, but that was the first one, and I just remember the first time I was playing it, and I was playing a wizard, and the wizard was not that tough, and then at some point you're dying, and it's like wizard needs food badly.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I'm sold. Like I think I threw like $20 into that fucking game that day.
They're fucking great.
Yeah.
I still play a Golden Axe anytime I see it. It's fun.
Yeah, Golden Axe is good, but I don't know, Gauntlet just a little bit better.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. Gauntlet was cool because it was waves and hordes of things coming at you, and you're just like, had to fight them off. It's still a Dungeons and Dragons game, but you're just the mobs are it's basically like first edition Diablo or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
Or Hades. Like like it's just mobs coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick. That is a great game.
That is a super fun game.
Yeah, Gauntlet's great. I'm gonna have to go Mortal Kombat.
I was gonna say
You gotta do Mortal. See, the thing about Mortal Kombat, it was filmed actors that they used in like all the poses for all the stuff, and then they're being murdered. So it's basically a snuff film that you play.
Yeah.
It costs you $0.25 to watch someone get murdered brutally.
And then you got the whoopsie guy, who's always the
Oh
most
yeah.
fun.
You know, we always thought he said toasty.
Oh really?
Yeah. Toasty. I don't know. I have no idea what
Is
he
that from
actually says.
3?
Huh?
I think that's from
It's
3.
2 or 3.
It says whoopsie. Pretty sure he says
Probably
whoopsie.
does.
I
But
think that's
as
when
a
you
kid, I
biff
thought
a
for sure he
counter.
said toasty.
Okay.
Toasty. And we don't know why he would say that. Whoopsie makes more sense.
I think that's when you like biff a counter move.
Maybe
He does that.
turn into a baby or an animal or a friendship. You could do a little friendship thing because it was ironic in this snuff film that you hug or something.
Yeah.
But you are watching, and I remember when I saw it for the first time, I was like 13 when it came out, and me and my buddies like went into, it was like a bar pool hall, and we were just like, we just walked in like, because my friend was like, they have this game. It was like a secret. There's this game, it's called Mortal Kombat, but you gotta go. And so when we went, blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind to be like because you're just gutting a guy or fucking setting him on fire.
When you grab his head and pull his spine
when you
out.
rip a dude's head off and his spine's dangling.
Can you imagine what it was like to be the kid that figured out the specific move to make Scorpion rip his face off and then light his opponent on fire?
Yes.
Like fucking crazy.
It's fucking so rad.
Yeah. I mean, that was cool. That's a good. Also another game just because of the name, and I was shocked that they released it when they did. It was in the mid 80s. It was kind of it was a Galaga ripoff, but it was called Satan's Hollow.
Okay.
Did you ever play that game?
I know of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically the same thing. Like you go back and forth at the bottom of the screen,
Yeah.
shooting things as they come at you, but you're a demon throwing pitchforks, I think. It was or a ship that shot pitchforks.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like, and then eventually you went to hell and you shot angels and shit like that.
Fucking
It was
rocks.
fucking crazy.
That rules.
I was shocked that it existed.
Oh, they definitely didn't sell that one in Utah.
No, they did not.
I'm assuming. Yeah, I would have to go Mortal Kombat. I think that's just like
Mortal Kombat's a really good choice.
By the way, you were right. It is toasty.
it's toasty.
It's toasty, and it happens when you land an uppercut correctly.
Oh,
Yeah.
toasty. Yeah, it's very stupid.
Yeah. I mean, that game was full of that shit.
There's a lot of yes and on Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh yeah.
Was that Mortal Kombat 2?
I think it's actually 3. I think it is 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they went hog wild with the stuff in 3. But that was actually kind of a cool dawn of NBA Jam had a bunch of that stuff too, where it's like, oh, I'm Bill Clinton and I'm dunking, or I'm Chewbacca and whatever. It's just like a lot of fun little Easter eggs and goofy horseshit.
Have you seen what Mortal Kombat does now?
Dude, it's awesome.
It's fucking
They
fantastic. The
do
X-ray vision
They
shit.
do X-rays where you're watching people's bones get shattered. It's so fucking sick.
Yeah.
Dude, if you go through, we did Most Metal Mortal Kombat Fatality
We
once.
did.
And I went through, and there was a YouTube video of just every single fatality everybody's ever done. And they get fucking
Brutal.
unacceptable.
They get nightmarish. Yeah.
They straight up get where it's like, whoever made this needs to be put on a list and watched intensely.
Well, that's why the people who made, I think it was...
Pulling somebody's asshole out and putting it on as a hat. It's like, it's unacceptable.
I think it was 11. The developers that made 11 had to go to psychological treatment because in order to get all of the finishers done, they were researching what would actually happen to the human body if that shit happened. So they're basically just watching snuff films to make Mortal Kombat finishers.
Which is why it's the most metal upright video game in the arcade.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. That's pretty good.
Dude, they're brutal. Yeah, there's some like later on where you're like, you're just like, oh no.
Yeah.
That's no. Yeah, so.
Fun game.
It's pretty great. Pretty great. That's why we need to make my game. And Dan, you know software. Rotten.com the game.
No.
It's how many earring studs can I put in these pussy lips?
All right.
That's just like a little mini game that's in there.
Yeah. A goatsy mini game.
Yeah.
How far can you stick the mayonnaise jar in?
Yeah. Use code Blue Waffle to
Dude. My God.
there's a mini game where you gotta aim Tub Girl's ass the right way. Anyway, it's fun.
Oh no. God damn it.
I feel like
why did you even fucking mention that shit?
What the Tub Girl one is, it's like the water gun you shoot at a clown's
Oh
mouth.
yeah, but it's in
but
reverse.
You're shooting her ass at her face.
At her face. That's great. Look, she just came from a masquerade ball and she's in a hurry to get back. That's the only thing I know.
All I know is it looks like applesauce. I mean, straight up.
It looks
It does not look real.
It looks like a car ran through a mud puddle. There's a bit of a rooster tail situation. Fuck. The internet's a real fun place.
It was.
I wonder what the kids watch these days. I don't actually want to know, but I wonder where they go to get to be scarred for life before they're even on their own. So fucking funny.
I am so very thankful that did not exist when I was in junior high, because I would have gotten expelled. I would have been bringing it up at the fucking library and laughing to the point where they're like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "He lost both his arms in an automobile accident." and it was just like laughing out loud.
They're all, Dan, you're not allowed to use the school printers anymore.
Yeah. It'd be real bad.
Your posters aren't good. Guys, I think that's going to do it for What's More Metal this week. Thank you so much for joining us. That was fun.
That was a good one.
We got a little, we learned a lot about our national park system
That's right.
and even more about rotten.com.
Yeah.
At the end.
Yikes. God damn.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Anyway, so gang, thank you so much for joining us. We had a fucking good time.
Yeah.
I hope you guys did too. Yeah, just and by the way, it keeps happening. We're out and about, and somebody will say they listen to the podcast, and it's 100% of the time awesome as hell to know that you guys are listening and enjoy. Tell a friend if you want, and you do want. And yeah, and then hopefully we'll get some of these on YouTube. You guys can watch them there soon as well.
Feel like probably very soon that'll happen.
Sick, that'd be great. So yeah, you can watch these.
Like by the time this is out as a podcast, the other two will probably
we'll
be
start.
dropped.
We'll start working out some clips again, and it'll be good times. Anyway, thank you so much, and yeah, take your vitamins, get some sun on your taint, eat raw liver. Only. That's the only thing you should eat. And vaccines are the devil. They keep microchips in there. And yeah. And but yeah. And until the next time, guys. From Dan, Randy, and I. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.